Sri Lanka has drawn a plan to shore up its revenue basket. While its restructured fiscal targets are set to provide it some relief in coming times, it is also on track to ensure additional loans apart from the 2.9 billion USD loan it has secured from the global lender, International Monetary Fund. The country has registered incremental progress since it plunged into an unprecedented economic crisis and aims to fully recover in coming months. Observers say the road ahead is tough for Sri Lanka, but it will have to make some serious sacrifices if it wants to return to pre-crisis, pre-pandemic levels.
The government of Sri Lanka has said that it is expecting as much as 5 billion USD in loans next year from multilateral agencies besides an IMF deal. The government is also aiming to raise up to 3 billion US dollars via restructuring of state assets. The island nation's worst economic crisis in more than 7 decades has resulted in widespread unrest due to shortages of food and fuel. Its then president Gotabaya Rajapaksa was ousted in July. Additional funds are critical for the country that is already saddled with a public external debt of 40.6 billion US dollars, of which it owes 22% to Chinese creditors.
Apart from what we get from the getting from IMF, you are looking at all the others, the multilaterals put together another 4 to 5 billion to purpose, and then investment, if we can have further 3 to 5 billion next year in terms of investment. There is, and also probably President is interested in restructuring some of the institutions. So through that, if we can raise $2 to $3 billion, then what happens that our treasury and the reserves become strengthened.
In September, the country of 22 million reached an agreement with the IMF for a loan of 2.9 billion US dollars, which could be approved for disbursal next year. Sri Lanka was expecting to seek IMF board approval for the loan in December, but that has likely been pushed to January as the government works to lock in financing assurances from countries including China, Japan and India, as well as private creditors. These countries have backed the restructuring efforts and Sri Lanka has shared documents data with them.
But we have made it very clear, both to the IMF and to our multilateral partners and to our bilateral friends, that patience is running out and it is urgent for the sake of Sri Lankans and the good health of the world economy.
Overall, Sri Lanka's economy has improved with essential imports such as fuel and food becoming regular. Inflation, which edged over 70% earlier this year, is to 61% at the end of November, but the economy is expected to contract by about 8.7% this year.